Hey, what's up guys, masterleaf here, back with a Kane's Wrath video commentary. As you can probably guess by looking at the title and by looking at the game screen here, we have Phoenix playing as the Mark of Cain and Cyan with his ally Deandun, who does remarkably sound like Day of Doom, so hopefully we won't get too confused here. So they will be Team 1 against their opponents, JonyCalcinha2 playing as the Green Black Hand, representing Brazil. And shohruh playing as the yellow GDI, who I have not a clue who he is, as well as the Deandun, who I believe is the pink player down here. So, the map being Downtown Dust Bowl. Up here we have Deandun, or is it shohruh? Pretty sure it's shohruh, yeah, shohruh. This is the first time I attempted to cast this. Usually I go over the players quickly before doing 2v2 games, but this time I'm just going to do it like a boss and go straight into the action here. So no one's bothering to go for engineers unless they are attempting to capture the EMP control center, which really I don't think it's worth the risk, to be honest. Although I don't know, maybe one player would like to go down there and perhaps take it. A Black Hand player certainly would be able to take this EMP control center, especially with all these garrisons. It's pretty much the same as the Tournament Rift map played in 2v2, and it looks like just being barely able to dig that foxhole in Phoenix's base here. Phoenix being Steve Nash, number 13. He is playing Kane's Wrath not so often, but he does come to play now and then. He was fairly active back in 2012. Now mainly plays Call of Duty, as with most players these days. Call of Duty being obviously the mainstream title in gaming. So here we have JonyCalcinha going for an Operation Center. He is Black Hand, so he will probably be going for a Flame Tank, Flame Reckoner push. Can't imagine it being anything else. And here we have Phoenix, who seems to be going for an eco build. Really strange placement of the War Factory there. Not sure why he decided to rotate that War Factory like that. Anyways, beacons here. Phoenix just letting his ally know that there are now flame units being produced by JonyCalcinha. This buggy coming in immensely handy here for Phoenix, who is now being able to scout this base here. As he can see, the ally of JonyCalcinha is going for an eco. Him being Deandun or Deandun or whatever. The flame tank though coming into the base here. Will it destroy anything? He could have stopped and taken out the refinery. JonyCalcinha, very poor micro there, but he could be able to get this refinery as these seekers are now out of the line of sight of the flame tank, and the flame tank could be able to take it out. The flame tank ranks up to elite and taking out the refinery there. The Reckoner is deployed with dual Black Hand squad members, which will finish off this War Factory in a very, very short time there. And yeah, there, as you can see, that rush paying off immensely well. What is going on here? Nothing much worth mentioning. And as you can see, the Black Hand squad's nice micro there by JonyCalcinha to evacuate the Black Hand squad so they can cause even more damage. He needs to immediately place the buzzer hive down now. Who is this player again? Deandun. Yeah, Deandun is the pink player in the bottom. Sounds remarkably Chinese, which I think they are, judging by the comments of this game. And they play Hamachi. So here we have some bikes by Phoenix, who was able to help out his ally there by taking out that Reckoner. But what is going on here? JonyCalcinha is going to go for bikes. Is he probably going to drop down his second War Factory or not? He's going for a barracks. So remember, Black Hand can transition into infantry really quickly, especially against SCRIN. I mean, SCRIN are very vulnerable against infantry. Gunwalkers aren't really, I don't think they're that good against infantry, to be honest. Corruptors are the better unit to train, if you ask me. But again, it depends on the player you're playing against and some other things. But yeah, Seek is going to be doing some counter harassment onto JonyCalcinha's harvesters. I don't think JonyCalcinha is going to lose any harvesters here. Deandun may be able to damage or severely damage these harvesters, but he will get away with that harvester there. And now Phoenix is going to support his Seekers in taking out these harvesters. Remember, the Seekers can detect stealth, the bikes can detect stealth, but that doesn't matter since they are Black Hand harvesters. Black Hand harvesters do get slightly more health than the vanilla nod harvesters do, if you didn't know. That's to compensate for the lack of their stealth. and all of these Cabal squads, as you can see, so deadly against bikes. Bikes really don't stand up too well against Confessor Cabals. All you need is 2 Confessor Cabal squads, and those bikes are pretty much dead if you focus them down. And what is here? I thought that was a flame tank, as you hear the repair drones making a similar sound as a flame tank's napalm does. So we have shohruh up here, who has been busy building orcas, going for predator tanks, not going for pit bulls for that map control, although really do you need map control on this map, as there's no contested blue type ribbon field in the middle, there's no spikes really, so I guess you can camp to a certain extent on this map. It's mainly going to come down to these fields here, if either player can secure them. shohruh are going to be expanding here. JonyCalcinha, he needs to expand. He is very late in expanding, although he has been pretty much contained by Phoenix and his ally, and that will slightly delay JonyCalcinha in setting up an expansion. Meanwhile, it looks like Deandun has set up an expansion here with 3 harvesters in total, just 3 harvesters. Looks like the orcas there of shohruh were able to take out a couple harvesters. That's nice work there. So it looks like Deandun will now be just down to 3 harvesters, suffering in the economy. But how is JonyCalcinha doing? He's got 3 harvesters here, 3 harvesters in total, so he is taking some losses as well. The best player with the best economy at the moment seems to be shohruh, although shohruh hasn't been doing much lately. And JonyCalcinha, was that you? That could have been you. There's no other reason. What? Who launched the Catalyst missile? Oh, it was Phoenix. My bad. That's JonyCalcinha's ally. So easy to get confused in 2v2 matches. Anyways, there is going to be a push by JonyCalcinha here. He's got some infantry, but he can drop some buzzer hives quickly. I mean, Deandun can drop some buzzer hives behind this war factory. Preferably, all these rocket squads will be able to take that buzzer hive out in one shot. Going for corruptors. Corruptors, in my opinion, better than gunwalkers, as I mentioned previously. Phoenix going to be upgrading his bikes with Tiberium core missiles. He has got his economy established here. He's got 3 harvesters, some avatars rolling about, and harvesters being destroyed left, right, and center here by shohruh, using these orcas to quickly take out the harvesters. But he has to watch out for these attack bikes, which will be pursuing down these orcas. And will he get all the orcas? All the orcas go down here, and just 1 orca remaining. It looks like that Phoenix is not going to bother to pursue that single orca, as the orca is faster than the bikes. And Phoenix going to be establishing an economy here. Looks like shohruh is trying to recover his economy as he got 1 click by that Catalyst missile. JonyCalcinha, he is getting his refineries up. He's got harvesters. He's queuing harvesters. Not sure what happened to his other harvesters there. And it seems like that Phoenix has got so many bikes here to defend off against these predator tanks. Nice work there, Phoenix, in being able to support your ally, or else these predator tanks would have completely rolled him. As you can see, JonyCalcinha also has some infantry squads here. He's got Confessor Cabal squads as well to reinforce. And will Deandun and Phoenix be able to hold this position? All the harvesters are down. It looks like just 2 harvesters remaining here, but the predator tanks are out of position. They will not be there to kill the harvesters, and they will just die here for no cause really. And as you can see here, there is a harvester. That looks like Steve Nash's harvester. Unless it's a decoy. There's no way to tell it's a decoy when you're watching the replay, but I bet that's a decoy, because really there's no reason why you'd send a harvester there, unless he made a rally point accidentally to there, which is really, I mean, crap happens like that really when you're playing. Anyways, predator tanks being destroyed. This shock trooper ranking up incredibly quickly, although shock troopers aren't really built at all really against any other faction other than Traveler 59. Traveler 59 is really the only faction who builds them, because they get the speed upgrade, and the blink ability also recharges like 3 times shorter than the vanilla SCRIN does. So that's one reason why Traveler 59 do prefer to use their shock troopers, although, whoops, Traveler 59, their shock troopers as well as the SCRIN shock troopers are bugged slightly, and they get one-shotted by the cloaking field, which isn't supposed to one-shot them. It's kind of a bug. And that's the reason why you don't see shock troopers used that often, to be honest. And also the extremely, very, very powerful anti-infantry piercing defenses are very, 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 very good against the shock troopers. And it kind of makes them pretty much obsolete in the late game. But yeah, the Redeemer is out now for Phoenix. He's opting to put a militant squad inside of his Redeemer because he is Mock, and Mock don't really have good hard points to put in their Redeemer. They don't have the Flame upgrade. What is happening here? Flame Tank coming in by JonyCalcinha. Will he be able to take out these power plants? There is 3 Harvesters here, but Phoenix is now here with an Avatar to stop this Flame Tank, destroying this entire base. And Phoenix's Redeemer at the same time is going to be pushing into shohrruh's base. shohrruh, he has got triple ref at this field here. He needs to get more units up. He's got good economy, but he's got no units. JonyCalcinha, on the other hand, getting his economy up. JonyCalcinha, obviously a very brutal player. Once he gets that eco up, you really don't want him to leave him unchecked, especially in a 2v2 game. The Black Hand Confessor Cabal squad is being upgraded with the charged particle beams, making them very, very good against bikes, especially bikes and infantry. And this Redeemer taking its sweet time, destroying the power plants here. What is happening down here? 1 buzzer, 2 buzzers to harass the Harvesters. That is allowing Deandun and Phoenix to scout this area, reveal the shroud here, so he can see everything that's going on. Going for a Tiberium chemical plant, so we're probably going to see a 1-click or 2 now. Predator tanks though coming in. EMP grenades are done, but will he use them in time? The EMP grenades is researched, as you can see there, and just being able to barely use the EMP grenades, he should definitely stop and target the bikes first, as the Redeemer is now out of the fray. And using the Orca Strike on the Redeemer, nice work there by shohrruh. And the bikes are going to be forced to retreat, seeing that massive, massive army of infantry by JonyCalcinha. shohrruh looks like his economy is safe, as well as Deandun's, who has been left untouched lately. Phoenix now has to take most of the action here. He's got this Redeemer with the anti-infantry hardpoint inside of it, and unfortunately it did get emptied there by that EMP grenade. And using the Tiberium Vapor Bomb, not quite being able to nail those infantry forces, but that was close. And how is Phoenix going to stop this massive army by shohrruh and JonyCalcinha here? There is so much Black Hand man spam going on now. What is he going to do? He has used the I'm pretty sure he used the Catalyst Missile there on that infantry to thwart it a little bit. But where is the MCV of Phoenix? Phoenix, he desperately needs to place more of these base defenses, perhaps shield them with some rockets, with some power plants. And what is happening here? Seek is being destroyed. Those base defenses, obviously. The Seek is being no match for those base defenses. Tiberium Trooper is not really good against infantry. In fact, he could probably spam those against the Black Hand man spam, although it is these disciples that just don't want to die, as you can see. But they've got pretty good splash damage, these Tiberium Troopers. They can indeed defend off against Black Hand infantry, but now getting the charged particle beams, the supercharged particle beams, which will make these Mock Shredder turrets as powerful as the Black Hand Shredder turrets. They are the same, despite the Mock 1 having a more superior sounding name, like, you know, supercharged particle beams. They are indeed the same as charged particle beams, the regular charged particle beams, for balance reasons, obviously. Probably wasn't that in patch 1.01 or patch 1.00. I remember those turrets being very, very overpowered, being able to take out Predator tanks and high tier units, which is pretty crazy. As well as obelisks in 1.0, they could target juggernauts, literally, if you charge them up with a couple beam cannons. That just shows you how OP they were, the Mock faction at camping. With the Storm Riders coming in, not sure if it's a good idea to engage when there are rocket squads here, unless he uses the Swarm support power, which he definitely has got to recharge. I mean, he may have it recharged now, but he probably used it to help his ally Phoenix to defend off against that infantry there. So many one-clicks being used in this game, but it looks like dual epic unit by Team JonyCalcinha here. And Phoenix's position at this Tiberium field has almost been taken out. He needs to place more refineries there and re-establish himself in the economy side of things. Mechapedes for Deandun. Looks like they are loaded with the shards, and nice targeting there by JonyCalcinha. Will he be able to get both of the Mechapedes? Ooh, just being able to take out that segment closest to the head. You really want to spin around your camera when you're dealing with Mechapedes. When you don't want to force fire the heads like this, you really want to turn the camera around or rotate it so you can get the head easily. I like to zoom in as well as turn the camera around just to quickly force fire the head more accurately. Dual epic units here by JonyCalcinha and his ally shohruh, but his harvesters are being taken out by one Mechapede here. Steve Nash, aka Phoenix, is going to be probably making a refinery. No refinery queued yet for Phoenix. He needs to get his refinery up. He needs to get his economy up now. Storm Riders taking out Orcas, Firehawks, everything going on in this game. What an action-packed game this. And this Mechapede will get taken out by the Orca there. One of the Orcas does get promoted, and his harvester is damaged. He could target the mostly damaged harvester here and take that one out. Buzzer Swarm comes in, takes out all that infantry. Oh, taking out all that infantry there, using the 1500 support power. And as you can see, one of the buzzers does get immediately promoted to heroic, as those things are very, 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 very cheap to produce, and they rank up so quickly. As you can see, that watchtower taking its sweet time to destroy that heroic buzzer swarm. Now, there are no Tiberium left for shohruh. shohruh, he has to do something with his Marv. The thing he doesn't want to do is harvest his allies' Tiberium field. He needs to put something in his Marv. He could probably make a space command uplink and call in the Zone Trooper drop pod to assist this Marv in taking out the Hexapod. It desperately needs those hard points now to take on this Hexapod, which does have triple disintegrator segments inside of it. I would have much preferred to have put shock troopers inside there, but the advantage of having disintegrator segments is the fact that it can move and shoot at the same time. But the Redeemer of JonyCalcinha is coming in, and this Hexapod will be out of the line of sight of this Redeemer. As long as the Redeemer stays behind these structures here, the Redeemer has to retreat. There's no way he can take on this Hexapod, especially as it's being supported by more than one Corruptor. Orca harassing Steve Nash's economy here, and the Redeemer will make a retreat. Doesn't look like he has cloaked it. Of course, he wouldn't be able to cloak it since he is Black Hand, and Black Hand do not get access to the cloaking field. And once again, teleporting the Hexapod. Frickin' hell, does this more than me. No, I have to admit though, it is a pretty sick move. And this Marv will likely get destroyed. There is no mastermind on the field for JonyCalcinha's side, so this Marv is as good as dead unless he can get this Juggernaut here in time to destroy the Hexapod, which is highly unlikely. EMP grenades coming in. Will they EMP the Hexapod? And yes, they do indeed EMP the Hexapod here, and the Marv now has 2 Zone Troopers inside of it. He could take out this Hexapod, but there is just one EMP equipped unit here, which won't be enough to destroy this Hexapod unless the Juggernaut can inflict some serious damage on it in time. Catalyst Missile comes in, not sure where it went. Where was that Catalyst Missile? Used the Catalyst Missile on a couple Corruptors here, which we're probably going to heal this tripod, but the tripod doesn't need healing anyways. I think he needed to use the Catalyst Missile on this bunch of Corruptors here, so the Marv can take a standard chance against this Hexapod. Where is the Juggernaut? The Juggernaut needs to be going in there immediately and taking on this Hexapod. EMP grenades need to EMP the Hexapod, but now the meat shield of shohruh will get destroyed. There is now just one Juggernaut on the field for shohruh, and using all of the EMP grenades, that is a bit of an overkill there. JonyCalcinha has a metric ton of EMP buggies, and it looks like Steve Nash's team will be easily being able to defend off against that now, but Steve Nash, aka Phoenix, he is in a bit of a pickle here. He hasn't got anything. Does he have an epic unit? No epic unit for Phoenix, and this Hexapod will most likely be able to take out this Redeemer, especially as he has now got mock infantry here to defend off against this Redeemer, and the Redeemer will get destroyed here. So nice support by shohruh, Deandun to assist Phoenix in taking out that Redeemer. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to do that. Overall, very, very good teamwork in this game. And blanks coming in by JonyCalcinha. Very hard to discern the color of those blanks because of the, I don't know what it is. It's probably just the map lighting. Taking out the Raider buggy so this Hexapod doesn't get EMP'd. And this Tiberium core upgrade that Phoenix researched in the early game is definitely paying off now. He's setting up his economy once again. He needs to place another refinery to get an ideal ratio. shohruh doesn't have much in the way of eco. He is not allowing his fields to regrow, but establishing a base right on Deandun's foothold here, and will he be able to defend off against this? I don't think so, as there are now juggernauts for shohruh to siege this base slowly but surely, and tons of EMP grenades, which will get taken out in the blink of an eye by these shredder turrets. Phoenix, he is establishing an economy, not quite building that refinery yet. Needs to start queuing that immediately, unless he is more intent on building more bikes to harass JonyCalcinha's economy. We'll have to wait and see. Hexapod has ranked up to veteran. I wonder if he will get it to heroic. We'll have to wait and see. These juggernauts being out of position here, using the mastermind to capture that juggernaut and taking out the juggernauts there. And the hexapod does get EMP, so not quite being able to teleport that hexapod in time before it gets EMP. And will the hexapod here get destroyed? I do not know, but it's most likely going to get destroyed here, as there are now so much damage here for JonyCalcinha2, but using the phase right at the very last second here. And what on earth is Deandun going to do now? He doesn't have much at all whatsoever. Phoenix is going to harass with bikes coming in here, but JonyCalcinha has easily responded to this with his own bikes here. And it looks like the hexapod will escape. Not going to finish off the base of Deandun. That could prove costly for JonyCalcinha. And we'll have to see what Steve Nash, aka Phoenix, can do against this man spam. Of course, he does have the charged particle beam shredder turrets, which will help immensely against that man spam. And of course, his ally could support him with devastator warships. The hexapod, though, not sure if it was a good idea letting that to retreat, especially as it now has ranked up and is probably fairly on its way towards being an elite hexapod after destroying those juggernauts. Man spam coming in to destroy Phoenix's base, and Phoenix is preparing his base defenses. He may in fact hold this, especially as he now has 3 base defenses on the field, but it's going to be close. I don't know if he will most likely defend off against that, especially now as there are now a couple TIE Beam troopers here to kill those rocket squads. Targeting the power plant's not a bad idea there, so shohruh looks like he has researched the hard points upgrade, as those firehawks literally one-shot the power plants. A nice placement of the airfield there. He could probably get the stratofighter, which he has already got, and teleport back to that airfield as soon as possible, unless he is going to teleport into this base here. Doesn't have to worry about the hexapod, because it is not equipped with the shock trooper hard points, so it cannot target aircraft. JonyCalcinha coming into Phoenix's base, and Phoenix has nothing here to defend it off. He is going to lose at least 3 harvesters here. These charged particle beam shredder turrets is definitely what he needs to defend off against these bikes. And is he going to lose a single harvester here? I don't know. Nice targeting there by shohruh. I'm not sure who this player is, but he's managing his units extremely well here, except with that Marvin a bit earlier on, where we saw it lose to a hexapod, and he could have saved that, I reckon. But still, very nice micro by JonyCalcinha and Phoenix, and pretty much every player in this game. Not much to criticize on. And what was that? I heard a catalyst missile. And thanks, game. No banner marker. You're really good to me. Where is it? Oh yeah, it must have done it here. So destroying one of the refineries. I reckon that refinery was close enough to that refinery there to affect both of the refineries if he used the catalyst missile in the middle. But still, one refinery for the price of $2,000 is still a good trade-off. And wow, bombing the crap out of Phoenix here. Taking out a further war factory and power plant. shohruh and JonyCalcinha may come out here victorious, unless Deandun can make an epic stand with his hexapod. He does have corruptors. Does he have warships? He has no devastator warships. Of course, he's getting the crap bombed out of him with those firehawks, which won't surprise me if any of them have ranked up. It looks like one has ranked up to veteran, which is good promotion there for shohruh. He wants to keep those alive for as long as possible. But what is he going to do against this hexapod? There is now nothing on the field to destroy this hexapod. One juggernaut will not be enough, and JonyCalcinha, what is he doing? He's been trying to harass Phoenix. That's what he's been trying to do. But now there is a hexapod here, and this hexapod is now gone elite. So it will be on the verge of becoming a heroic hexapod, and heroic hexapods are pretty deadly. You don't want to see those in your base, not at all. And it seems like this hexapod barely being able to relieve itself from EMP there, being able to crush that raider buggy, and the same can be said for that one there. But he has to not stream in these raider buggies one by one. He has to mass them around about here and then send about 3 or 4 into EMP this hexapod. Although if Deandun has a mastermind, then he can easily retreat this hexapod back to safety, which he will most likely do now. You could take out this EMP raider buggy, that's always nice there. I bet he's got this mastermind ready to teleport the hexapod just in case it gets EMP'd, being healed up by some corruptors and being able to reclaim a juggernaut husk there, which is extremely good. Teleporting the firehawks in, probably to kill the mastermind. Of course, the mastermind can get destroyed by the firehawks if you're able to target it, which I think he has done. Was he able to take out that mastermind there using the firehawk? He may have actually done there. So Deandun wasn't paying attention, losing that mastermind to the firehawks. Nice use of the firehawks there in being able to destroy the mastermind. Of course, now the hexapod cannot teleport itself, but it has to watch out for these EMP grenades, and it will get EMP'd here. And if he has more than queued, it looks like he's stolen money, so this EMP grenade will not be out in time to further EMP the hexapod. And there is a juggernaut here to probably clean this racks out. He wants to destroy that and stop those EMP grenades from rolling out of the barracks. Further redeemed by JonyCalcinha, so JonyCalcinha keeping Phoenix on his toes here, not letting Phoenix recover his economy, taking out both of those bikes, and his construction yard is in very extreme peril here. Will he be able to take it out? I'm not entirely sure. Phoenix, he could surrender here and give all of his money to his ally Deandun, but now the hexapod is heroic. So there you go, a heroic hexapod. So we've all been waiting for. And a very nice job in keeping this hexapod alive, I have to say, especially against 2 opponents. It's very, very difficult, especially the opponent being JonyCalcinha. He is a very good player, and would not let your hexapod rank up so easily. And now Phoenix just has 1 power plant. If we check to see his income, then we'll know if it was a bad or good idea to retreat. But no, he is indeed going to stay in the game because he only has $400 to give to his ally, so it's probably not worth giving up just for that yet. He's got 2 power plants here, so maybe perhaps he could give some advice to his ally. I mean, 2 sets of eyes is better than 1, I guess. And what was that? Was that a commando? But he was able to barely lift out the drone ship in time before that commando destroyed it. Very lucky there by Deandun. That could have been the game right there, in fact. Yeah, really lucky actually. I heard the C4 go off as well, so that could have been a bug or something. Still, nonetheless, nice awareness there by Deandun, being able to lift that drone ship in time before the commander killed it. And these refineries will get taken out. It looks like that this hexapod is on a rampage, complete utter rampage here, and will destroy every single structure. And JonyCalcinha is pretty much being put right out of this game. Deandun, he's been trying his hardest to bomb. shohruh's been trying his hardest to bomb Deandun and Phoenix, but it seems like that Phoenix is taken out of the game, so he's no longer in the game. But his ally here is going to probably come out victorious, because there is no combat units on the field for shohruh to take on this beastly hexapod. But can JonyCalcinha do something with this Redeemer? I did not see the Redeemer here. Where did he get the Redeemer? I thought the Redeemer went down somehow to the hexapod, but the Redeemer, it's just destroyed the tripod there, so it probably has a good chance in destroying this entire base. But of course he has the drone platform, which he can lift up. Of course the Redeemer can headbutt the drone platform once it's airborne, if you didn't know, so you want to keep that away from the Redeemer as far as possible. And just a single Juggernaut to destroy this Redeemer. Will it be enough? He's queuing Seekers and trying to destroy that Juggernaut there, which he does do. The Redeemer is veteran, and the hexapod, this is a complete and utter base race. Will he be able to win? Where is the last structure of JonyCalcinha? JonyCalcinha has a fake Temple of Nod, which is keeping him in the game. Unbelievable. Keeping that in the game, and as well as an MCV, so his ally still in the game here. JonyCalcinha being able to stay in the game using the decoy Temple of Nod. excellent using that support power. As you can see, he has to lift this drone ship up. The drone ship is not lifted up. It's too late for him. And will he be able to take out this drone platform in time before the base, the last structure of JonyCalcinha is destroyed? And will he get this drone ship? He does. He's got 2 structures remaining. The hexapod, will he make it in time to destroy this? This hand of Nod is going to be so incredibly close here. He's going to be so incredibly close. He has to destroy this Temple of Nod as soon as possible, but the Redeemer here is going to destroy this power plant in time, and the hexapod will get destroyed, and Deandun has been defeated. Such an incredibly close and action-packed game that was. Wow. Wow. That was something. Really, really good game. Really well played by all players. I have to say, I was not expecting anything like that in the end there. And JonyCalcinha being able to keep himself in the game using the decoy Temple of Nod. Yeah, that was something. I may actually give that a wub. No, I actually will give it a wub. That was an incredibly close game. Very, 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 very good game. And the analysis for this game is that it was freaking epic. JonyCalcinha, where can I begin? I mean, look at the action and the units graph on this game. It's incredibly freaking crazy. It's going up and down like a yo-yo. And I just don't know where to begin. I mean, Phoenix, he got knocked out of the game pretty much at the start, but then he done enough to help his ally defend off against a Redeemer, and both of them worked as a team throughout the entire game and showed some immense teamwork, and I really, really enjoyed watching that game there. As you can see by the resources, Phoenix being behind throughout the most part, but contributing to the defense of his ally Deandun, who was able to get his hexapod to heroic. Well played to JonyCalcinha for winning that game there, just by using that Temple of Nod and the Redeemer to win a base race against Deandun, who I have no idea who he is, but he played exceptionally well in that game, and I would have most likely lost if I was in that situation as well. So I wouldn't be ashamed at all. And Phoenix show, of course, so that's everything. The favorite unit for Phoenix being the Awakened Militant Squad for JonyCalcinha. That's to be expected, as it's Black Hand. Black Hand usually do favor the infantry units. Deandun, Seeker, favorite unit for shohruh, the Missile Squad. And yeah, that was a very good game. Honestly, don't know how to describe this game. It was just amazing. Anyways, this is masterleaf, and if you thought this game was freaking epic, then don't forget to like it, and I'll see you all next time.